The Sultan who ended an era few individuals in history have altered the course of civilization as dramatically as Sultan Mehmed II, known to the world as Mehmed the Conqueror. At just 21 years of age, he accomplished what countless emperors, generals, and crusaders had failed to do for over 1,000 years: the conquest of Constantinople in 1453. This single event marked the end of the Byzantine Empire and the beginning of a new global era. Often considered the transition from the medieval age to the early modern age, but Mehmed II was far more than a conqueror. He was a scholar, lawgiver, strategist, architect of empire, patron of art and science, and a ruler with a vision that extended beyond borders, religions, and cultures. His reign transformed the Ottoman State into a true world empire, laying foundations that would endure for centuries. This is the complete life history of Sultan Mehmed II, from prince to conqueror. From warrior to emperor. Birth and royal lineage, 1432. Mehmed II was born on March 30, 1432, in Edirne, the Ottoman capital at the time. He was the fourth son of Sultan Mehmed II, one of the most capable Ottoman rulers, and Huma Hatun, whose origins remain debated but who played a significant role in Mehmed's early life. From birth. Mehmed belonged to a dynasty forged through battle, discipline, and ambition. The Ottoman House of Osman had already expanded across Anatolia and the Balkans, but it was still surrounded by powerful enemies, including the Byzantine Empire, European kingdoms, and rival Muslim states. Mehmed was not initially expected to become sultan. His elder brothers stood ahead of him in succession. However, fate and Ottoman politics would soon change his destiny. A prince unlike any other from an early age, Mehmed showed extraordinary intelligence and determination. He was educated according to the finest Ottoman traditions, but his father ensured that Mehmed received an exceptional, multidisciplinary education. Education and mentors. Mehmed was taught by some of the most brilliant scholars of the Islamic world. Mullah Ghurani, a strict Islamic scholar who instilled discipline. Akhshemseddin, a spiritual guide who deeply influenced Mehmed's faith and vision. Mullah Husrev, expert in law and theology. Unlike many princes, Mehmed was forced to study rigorously. His tutors reportedly used both encouragement and punishment to shape his character. Languages and knowledge. By his teenage years, Ottoman, Turkish, Arabic, Persian, Greek, Latin, Islamic theology, Roman, and Greek history, military strategy, mathematics, and astronomy, geography, and philosophy. He was particularly fascinated by Alexander the Great, Julius Caesar, and Roman emperors, seeing himself as their successor. First reign at age 12, 1444–1446. In 1444, Sultan Mehmed II abdicated the throne and retired temporarily, placing 12-year-old Mehmed on the Ottoman throne. This decision shocked both allies and enemies. Challenges of a child sultan. Europe quickly sensed weakness. The Crusade of Varna was launched, threatening Ottoman lands. Though Mehmed was officially sultan, real power rested with experienced viziers. Mehmed II was forced to return from retirement to command the army. Defeating the Crusaders at the Battle of Varna in 1440, for this episode deeply affected Mehmed. He realized that power without strength and experience is fragile. In 1446, due to internal unrest, Mehmed II resumed full control, and Mehmed returned to princely duties, but now with burning ambition. Preparation for destiny. For the next few years, Mehmed focused entirely on preparing himself for absolute rule. Swordsmanship, archery, horsemanship, battlefield command. He studied siege warfare and naval tactics, especially the problem of Constantinople, a city protected by massive walls and the strategic Bosphorus Strait. Mehmed became convinced that he was destined to conquer Constantinople, a belief strengthened by Islamic prophecy predicting that a blessed commander would capture the city. Ascension to the throne, 1451, in 1451. Sultan Mehmed II died suddenly. Mehmed, now 19 years old, ascended the throne once again, this time fully prepared. He confirmed treaties with European powers, secured internal stability, removed potential rivals behind the scenes. Mehmed had already begun planning the greatest siege in history. vision of Constantinople. Constantinople was more than a city. It was the capital of the Byzantine Empire, the symbol of Roman continuity. A strategic gateway between Europe and Asia for 1,000 years. It had resisted every attack. Mehmed understood that new technology, a massive army, naval supremacy, psychological warfare, the Great Siege of Constantinople. 1453, military preparations over 80,000. Soldiers, an elite Janissary Corps, a powerful navy, giant cannons built by the engineer Orban. One cannon was so massive it could fire stone balls weighing over 600 kg. Engineering genius. Mehmed ordered the construction of Rumeli Fortress on the Bosphorus, cutting off Byzantine supplies, in one of the most brilliant military maneuvers in history. Mehmed ordered his ships to be dragged over land on greased logs to bypass the Byzantine chain blocking the Golden Horn. The fall of Constantinople, May 29, 1453, after 53 days of siege. Ottoman forces launched a final assault on May 29, 1453. Despite heroic resistance, the Byzantine defenses collapsed. Emperor Constantine XI died fighting in the streets. At the age of 21, Mehmed entered Constantinople victorious, protection of civilians, restoration of churches, respect for religious freedom henceforth. Constantinople is my capital. The city became Istanbul, the heart of the Ottoman Empire. Mehmed as emperor of a new Rome, Mehmed adopted the title Kayser-i Rûm, Caesar of Rome, seeing himself as heir to the Roman emperors, restoring infrastructure, inviting Muslims, Christians, and Jews to settle, encouraging trade and scholarship. He transformed the Hagia Sophia into a mosque, a symbol not of destruction, but continuity under Islamic rule. Military campaigns and expansion conquered Serbia, defeated Wallachia, took Bosnia, captured Trebizond, Empire conquered Albania, expanded into Anatolia. His armies reached deep into Europe, making the Ottomans a global superpower. Law, administration, and culture. Mehmed was not just a warrior. Legal reforms. He codified Ottoman Islamic Sharia, imperial law, canon, cultural patronage, artists, poets, architects, scholars. He invited Italian Renaissance artists, including Gentile Bellini, to his court. Personal life and character. Disciplined, reserved, highly intellectual, intensely ambitious. He believed rulers must place state above emotion, sometimes making ruthless decisions for stability. Despite this, he respected knowledge, faith, and justice. Death and mystery in 1481. While preparing for a new campaign, possibly against Italy or Rome, Mehmed fell ill. He died on May 3, 1481, at age 49. Some historians believe he was poisoned, though the truth remains unknown. Legacy of the conqueror. Sultan Mehmed II was not merely a conqueror. He was a world changer, ending the Byzantine Empire, establishing Istanbul as a global capital, transforming the Ottomans into an empire shaping Europe, the Middle East, and world history. Today, Mehmed II stands as one of the greatest rulers in human history, a man whose vision reshaped civilizations and whose name will never fade from history.